GMB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist, that 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear, about 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business. Boom!
I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times, my G's, at all times. And salute to everybody in the DMs asking, Big G and BTV, the Oracle. And don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. What do you think about QCP sacrifice and takeoff? On top of that, have you heard that, Quavo is the CEO of the Migos? What do you think about these things, Big G and BTV? Tap in with us. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But we going to lock in. I told y'all, QCP's mom out of nowhere reaching out to the people, you understand, was a distraction. It was a distraction. See, the higher-ups and the elites, they going to have you pointing the fingers at all different type of directions instead of up. You understand me? The Dollar Tree Cotton Boys gonna have you pointing the finger at all different directions instead of up. Now, where is this lady? I mean, she came out with the allegations. She said what she said, but we have not seen her stand on business, and it's a reason for that. Now, Quavo being the CEO and owning the Migos, I mean, that's throwing red flags all over the field. That's throwing red flags all over the field, and it does have my wheels turning. Salute to all the investors in the DMs, you understand me? I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But when it comes to these celebrities, when it comes to these rituals, you understand me? It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in rap. When you scratching the surface, and here at Grown Man Business TV, we definitely scratching the surface. Now listen, you already know how we do when you come over here. When you come over here, you looking for the real, and you already know how we do when you come over here. We gonna get into these clips, right? Then we gonna double back, and we gonna get deeper into these angles. Oh, we gonna get into these clips, double back, and get deeper into these angles because, like I said, you can't pull the wool over my eyes, my G's. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, and I see clearly through the smoke and mirrors. Clearly, I am not a sheep. So when when his mama came out and started making all of these allegations, I could see straight through that. I seen the plays being ran before they came out of the huddle. Now, when it comes to Quavo, that's deeper than rap. That's definitely deeper than rap. So like I said, we gonna get into these clips, double back, and get deeper into this angle. Gang.
Sweetie, my name's Lisa, and I'm the mother of Quality Control Music, Pierre Thomas, and I have a lot of thoughts. I wanted, first of all, Gigi, will you please let me do this? Because I've reached out to every platform I could. I don't have social media. I'm not on Instagram or none of that other stuff. Now, I'm a victim of this bullshit. I did not know Takeoff. I did not know Quavo. I met Offset a long time ago, and I have my own opinions. I personally can't stand the industry. I can't stand none of this. Real talk, I'm a sacrifice.
What? We don't know if Migo Band's gun shot Takeoff, or we don't know who shot Takeoff. Was it somebody from Mob Ties? I mean, it had to be, because y'all was supposed to be the only people in there with guns.
Nah, shit, Quavo had his pistol on him. Come on. Nah, shit, Quavo had his pistol on him. Come on. Nah, shit, Quavo had his pistol on him. Come on. Nah, shit, Quavo had his pistol on him. Come on.
Damn! She get wicked. Like what you saying? Wrong. She get wicked. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, my G's. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Now, let's get into this again. Let's address QCP's mom. Let's address her first, and then we'll get to Quavo, because it's not going to be a long one when it comes to this lady. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. We don't believe you. You need more people. And I seen a lot of people in the DMs. I seen a lot of people in the comments, you know what I'm saying, having sympathy for this lady. Because, when an older woman speaks, it pulls at our heartstrings. It pulls at our heartstrings, and we instantly want to give sympathy for this old lady. And respectfully, I don't know why he pushed her out of his life. I don't know why he's not dealing with his mother. That is not my business. That is personal situations. But when it comes to the allegations of QCP, you understand me, sacrificing Takeoff, I had to stomp that in the dirt. I had to stomp that in the dirt. I am not one of those bloggers that you just gonna be able to put information out there and think that I'm gonna bite the bait. That's the reason. That's one of the reasons a lot of y'all come to Grown Man Business TV, because y'all want the real. And I told you, it's still a lane for the real. So I'm sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, I am sorry. But we don't believe you. You need more people. She came out, she made the allegations, but she never stood on business. Yeah, like I said, I needed her to come back and double down on what she said. Don't just throw it out there and distract. Nah, you're going to distract the sheep. You're not going to be able to distract the wolves when it comes to this assassination of Takeoff. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But ma'am, we don't believe you. You need more people. She said what she said, and now she's back to doing whatever she's doing because the calm has set in. That was a tool being used by the higher-ups and elites. You got to understand this. To sweep this under the rugs, they're going to use every distraction possible. Every distraction. And it is what it is, my G's. I mean, look through the smoke and mirrors, and if you can't see, then I'll help lead the way. Follow me. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But I got a lot of investors in the DM saying, Big G and B TV, the Oracle. And don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. What do you think about Quavo owning and being the CEO of Migos? Now, I told you, kings can build with queens. You understand me? We don't deal with children. Even queens that's in the comments, queens that's in the DMs, we can build together. And that's something that I did not know. I did not know that Quavo is the owner and CEO of the Migos, which means that all of the profit, all of the money, all of the income after Takeoff's death will go to his pockets. Quavo, that's throwing red flags all over the field, my G. That's something I feel like you're going to have to, in due time, you're going to have to speak on. In due time, you're going to have to answer. You're going to have to answer for. Now, if you listen to my last video, you know what I mean, Salute the Ratchet TV, you understand me? He had a conversation with a Mob Ties member, a Mob Lies member. You know, the Dollar Tree Cotton boys. Them boys soft as Dollar Tree cotton. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But that guy also said that Quavo had a pistol on him. Now, again, I don't know how true that is. I can't just bite the bait, but he did say that. And Quavo, if you had some fire on you, why ain't you use that fire? Huh? I mean, instead of standing over Takeoff and doing all that yelling and hooping and hollering, why wasn't you using that fire? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But I think it's very telling that Quavo is so-called the owner and CEO of the Migos estate, of the you know, the likeness of the Migos. Why isn't Takeoff part owner of that? Why isn't Takeoff 50% of that? Maybe that's one of the reasons, along with other reasons, but one of the main reasons Offset departed. Offset separated himself from the group. The money wasn't being divided up the right way. Oh, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you dealing with these celebrities and you dealing with these rituals and you dealing with these situations. The money is the root of all evil. They got you chasing a bag, but really you chasing the root of all evil. We don't chase anything over here, you understand me? We manifest everything. Yeah, young gods, we manifest, but that's a whole nother video, my G's. Let's stay on topic. Quavo, you know, people are saying, people are asking, you know, I got another question. A lot of people in the DMs are also saying Big G and BTV, the Oracle, and don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. Why isn't Quavo speaking out? Why isn't Offset speaking out? And me being who I am, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I said, you know, gangsters move in silence. Gangsters do move in silence like lasagna. Salute to Louise for that one, right? But Quavo, if you had that fire on you, it was not supposed to be silent. And right now, I'm thinking that the get back is going to be real. But if there is no get back in due time, then we got to look at that contract. Oh, you know, the Messy video. It was a contract for the Migos in there. And I spoke on that. I said, why? Why would there be a Migos contract on the bed with Quavo if it was a Unc and a Neff video? Oh, it was an Unc and a Nephew video. It had nothing to do with the Migos. So why was there a Migos contract? It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. When you scratching the surface, and here at Grown Man Business TV, you already know we definitely scratching the surface, my G's. So now I'm starting to see why it was a Migos contract on the bed. The downloads are downloading. Because without Takeoff in the picture, Quavo gets the full lump sum. He gets the king's share of the Migos income, of the Migos estate. Now, I won't go as far as to say that Quavo had anything to do with sacrificing or getting rid of Takeoff, but it is a big coincidence, and you already know over here we don't believe in coincidences, that he is the king's share of the Migos. He gets all of the income, all of the profit. Oh, you got to understand something. One thing for sure, two things for certain. In this game with these celebrities, it's cutthroat. It is dog eat dog. And you know, when you're not indulged in that industry, you don't really understand, and it's hard to believe that someone would take it to those extremes for money, for fame, for fortune. But I'm here to tell you, you can never X anybody out. You can never use your morals and principles when it comes to these celebrities. And even Grown Man Business TV has to remember that. You know, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But can I give them the benefit of the doubt? I mean, they knee deep in the industry. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But Quavo being the CEO, Quavo owning the rights to the Migos, it's a big red flag, my G. The fact that you guys are so quiet after your homie got his dreads blown off is a big red flag, my G. Now, we going to keep our eyes on the Dollar Tree Cotton Boys. But like I said, it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than the eyes can see. You have to scratch the surface at all times. And being as though we are scratching the surface here at Grown Man Business TV, Quavo is looking shaky, my boy. Offset, it's looking shaky, my boy. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Only time will tell. One thing you got to know is time will reveal all truths. You can't hide behind the smoke and mirrors. You can't hide behind the masquerades for too long before time reveals all secrets, all truths. So salute to everybody in the DMs. Salute to everybody in the comments. I mean, we only going up. It's constant elevation. And I told y'all, we are growing organically. We will not sell an ounce of integrity for a subscriber, for an investor, for a like or a share. It doesn't matter to me. We're going to grow regardless. You see the shirt, you see the merch. It is what it is. We going up. Tap in and tap out. If you're either gonna roll or you're gonna get rolled over. Yeah, I don't want that to go over your head or under your bridge. You can tap in or you can tap out. You're either gonna roll or get rolled over. So Quavo, man, you know, it's a tragedy what happened to Takeoff. It's a tragedy, but Quavo, you got some questions to answer, my G. You got some business to stand on. You either gonna get some get back or you gonna answer these questions and you gonna stand on business because it's not looking good. It's not looking good, my G. It's not looking solid. Yeah, it's not looking right. Something ain't right. Huh? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I told y'all, the Voice is more powerful than CNN. The Voice is more powerful than Fox News. The Voice is more powerful than the Breakfast Club. Nobody wants to see Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy playing butt tag every day. Huh? It's time for grown men to speak up. It's time for that baritone. Yeah, you hear that? You feel that vibration? Don't get scared. I know you used to seeing the Rainbow Coalition, but over here, this is grown man business. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Salute to everybody in the DMs. Salute to all the investors, because time and energy is the highest form of currency. Let me say that one more time. Time and energy is the highest form of currency, my G. And that's all we need over here for constant elevation. We growing organically. We approaching 15,000 subscribers. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But you got to keep your eyes open, and you got to be able to see the whole field. The whole field. When QC, when P's mom came out of nowhere with those allegations, I had to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. Where is she at now? If she cared so much about Takeoff, why isn't she still speaking out? She came out. She got a one paycheck. Somebody reached out. Somebody sent something to her Cash App. Huh? And we haven't heard from her since. Huh? Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So we had to dismiss that. Sorry, ma'am. We don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you, ma'am. I don't care if you're his mama, his grandmama, his auntie. I wouldn't care if he was grown. I don't care who it is. Huh? We standing on grown man business, and your voice ain't strong enough. We do not believe you. Now, when it comes to Quavo, this where the plot thickens. This where it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. Because here at Grown Man Business TV, oh, we definitely scratching the surface. And Quavo, we need to hear something, boy. You got some answers. Oh, we need answers. And you got some answers. You need the questions that you need to answer. You got some questions that you need to answer, my boy. Quavo, you got some questions that need to be answered. Stand on business. Roll with it or get rolled over. But we see through the smoke and mirrors. Huh? And it was a reason for that contract, man. That messy video, you went too far. You co-produced that, and you went too far. You told too much. Huh? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We're coming from multiple different angles, my G. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight off the bricks into the bottle. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives, and we not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up, but Big Quavo. We giving it to you straight raw, my G. The Migos. We giving it to you straight raw, my G. Offset. We giving it to you straight raw, my G. And it's red flags being all over the field. They being thrown all over the field right now. It's not looking good. Huh? Stand on business. We need answers. You know, your man got his dreads blown off. You should be speaking volumes right now. You're real quiet. You're a little too quiet, huh? And last but not least, I want to say this. I want to leave y'all with some good game. I want to spill game on the ground for the hungry hounds that's still here. Because one thing you got to understand is once they sacrifice you, right? Once they take you off of this earth, once your spirit leaves your body, then it's almost like it's very easy to forget about you. It's very easy for the living to move on because the living don't dwell on the dead. That's why life is so special. That's why it's so important to protect yourself. That's why it's so important to always have your eyes open and keep your head on the swivel at all times. Because once they bang, once they smoke you and they turn you to a pack, it's easy to move on. Everybody is upset about Takeoff. Everybody's upset about Young Dolph. Everybody was upset about Nipsey Hussle. But every day that passes, you become a memory. Yeah, you become a vague memory. Next thing you know, you're just a memory. A vague thought. You remember that guy Takeoff? He was such a good rapper and but we got lives to live. We don't live and we don't dwell amongst the dead. Once you become a part of the dead, so keep your head on the swivel. You never know who might be trying to line you up. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So salute to all the investors. Salute to everybody tapped in. You already know what it is, man. You can tap in or you can tap out. You can roll or you can get rolled over. But this is God's work. Gang. GNB TV. Yeah, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist, that 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear, about 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.